All right, let's quickly talk about shitty click-through rates and understanding the inevitable decline of the click-through rate in digital advertising. So, what is the definition of shitty click-throughs? All advertising becomes less effective over time. So that is pretty much what shitty click-throughs is. It's essentially when the click-through rate naturally declines with increased impressions and competition. So the law is described as the predictable pattern of diminishing returns in digital marketing. So what is a click-through rate? Essentially, a click-through rate is the percentage of impressions that end up clicking on your final URL, final destination URL, whatever. On your ad, going to maybe a form, maybe a landing page, maybe some type of booking, but the formula is clicks divided by impressions.
Hey guys, I hope that you're enjoying the course so far and that you're getting a lot of good, valuable information. I just want to let you know that I am coming out with a school community, and by the time that you're watching this, it might be already there. So if you look in the description of this video, you should be able to find the school link so that you can join. You can join the program for free, and it's just a good way to build community and also get access to all the free courses and the free resources that I'm offering within my school community. So highly encourage you to check that out. You will find a lot of value in that, I promise you. So if you're liking this content, please give it a thumbs up. It pushes it further in the algorithm, and if I'm doing good so far, go ahead and subscribe. Why not? But yeah, so I'm planning on dropping more courses. Depending on when you're watching this, I should already have a Google Ads Bootcamp along with a Meta Bootcamp, aka pink print, blueprint, whatever, but all that should be already coming out, so make sure to check that out as well. And yeah, I'm also coming out with a PPC portfolio, basically teaching you how to build your portfolio and how to add pay-per-click specific campaigns to that portfolio. So yeah, let's get back to the video.
Times 100% will give you the percentage of your click-through rate. So the higher the CTR normally indicates that your ad is resonating and has strong engagement. So it's resonating with your audiences and it's having a lot of clicks. That are a lot of people that are clicking on the link that is displayed in your ad that is going to some type of landing page, form, etc. Low click-through rate indicates that the audience is not really engaging and is possibly possibly due to oversaturation or irrelevant targeting. Now, let me make sure this is recording. Why does the CTR decline over time? Well, there are a few reasons. First is audience saturation. Narrow audiences initially respond well, but as the campaigns expand to broader audiences, the CTR will begin to fall. Audience fatigue is a real thing. People become desensitized after repeatedly seeing the same ads, the same campaigns. Competition begins to come in, so more advertisers are fighting for the same attention, driving costs up and effectiveness down. And then, some cases, there's just a trust erosion. There's a trust factor. With low quality ads, products, audiences lose trust and engage less. So here's just a timeline of historical examples that we have when it comes to the decline of CTRs across different advertising platforms. Starting with banner ads. Back in the day, banner ads used to be the thing. It used to be the thing to go to, right? Well, as time began to go by, the click-through rate became very low, and to the point where, banner ads are now seen as annoying in this day and age. But back then, banner ads had probably about a 78% click-through rate, right? So versus now, where banner ads do not do good. Like when we do the report section, you're going to see a real life example of how bad banner ads do. Like you can get, like for one of my clients weekly, and they run banner ads because they have money to do so, but they'll get over 250,000 views, impressions a week, and probably only like 19 people click on the banner ad. That's terrible conversion, right? So we can see here social media, Facebook and TikTok initially converted well, but as competition has increased, the CPMs rose, and so did the CTRs. The CTMs rose and the CTRs dropped. All right. Same thing with search ads. Now, you might be wondering, what are CPMs? CPMs are the cost per milli, which is another component to the shitty click-through rate law. So, understanding the relationship between cost and impressions and click performance, as you can see right here, over to your right, we have the CPMs, which pretty much equals the cost per 1,000 impressions. Now you might be wondering, why is it not CPT instead of, why is it CPM? That milli kind of represents million. I don't know why that is. It's just the way it is. But milli does mean 1,000 impressions. So CPM measures the cost efficiency of your ad campaigns. So the CPM, as you can see here in our graph, CPM is the pink and the CTR is the gray. So as the CPM begins to rise, then inevitably the CTR begins to drop. And that right there is the essence of shitty click-throughs, the law of shitty click-throughs. So the lower the CPM, the more affordable the reach, generally lower click-throughs, or okay, let me run it back. So for lower, as you can see, lower, we have actually higher click-throughs, little error right there, but higher click-throughs. So in the initial stage, we didn't have that many CPMs, but we had higher click-through. In the earlier growth, the CPM is picking up, but as you can see here, the click-through is starting to go down. Same thing for the maturity. The campaign, the CPM is increasing, but the click-through is again going down. And then now at this point, we're in the stage of saturation, where the CPMs is all the way up here, but the CTRs is down here. The click-through rate is starting to drop. And then, as you can see here, the decline, CPMs at an all-time high, and then the CTR click-through rate is at an all-time low. All right, so broader implications. Having broader implications is not always a bad thing, but declining CTR is not necessarily bad if the campaign still drives conversions at scale, right? So the law of shitty click-throughs is inevitable. It's unavoidable, but it reflects the market's saturation and the consumers being desensitized. Desensitization. So not necessarily poor advertising strategy is not always the case here, but it's ongoing cycle. New ad platforms, they start out strong, they adapt early benefiters, and then the competition rises, and as a result, the performance declines. So the law of shitty click-throughs is, again, it's inevitable in advertising. As platforms mature and more advertisers flood in, the click-through rates decline, cost rises, and ads become less effective, making innovation and adaptation very, very essential. So that is the law of shitty click-throughs.